Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Dell. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He'll try to pop the draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them. Pressure coming.
Got his man downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Quarterback on the keeper.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They grab the early lead.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Oh, he's going to take a chance.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. A great Oklahoma running attack would bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. Quick toss. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Lets it go to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
There he goes. Open it up. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, when you're running the... in coverage like that. As a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. Ready to go.
Barrels ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score Penn State 24, Oklahoma 0.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line.
Come on, set.
To the air on 1st down. He's right on target. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Penn State 24, Oklahoma 0.
Ready.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Here we go.
From the gun, give on the inside. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Fires left. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that 1st down. Nice job breaking nose for the 1st down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his progression.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 8th play of the drive coming up.
Let's go.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The lead is 17 as they try to fight their way back in. They'll need a stop on this possession, about to kick it off here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run to the right. And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Motion from the offense. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Brown. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 20, inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
And running the option, and you got a quarterback like this that's dynamic, you tell him, I'm running the football unless they give me a reason to use another option. And he didn't need another option. Dude, what a game breaker. Just takes off, turns on the jets. Bye, Felicia.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. App State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Mountaineers in a statement win if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he takes this from inside the 5. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. Afterburner's coming. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown Sooners. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive here.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Dell. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Wallace. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because you did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Got it.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. Soft spot in the middle. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 87.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Pulls it in. It's Hicks. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. 2nd down coming up.
Spider.
He's looking to throw. It's caught. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. The give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Got it! And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooners. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Gets away from one, finds room.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job, and you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Still running at the 40. He's loose on the right. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 28 over the Pandas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops. It puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
This guy can throw it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Okay, ready?
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Got it.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Down.
He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Penn State 45, Oklahoma 35.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
29 Philly.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On the ready.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown Sooners! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen, having that short-term memory, being able to lead, it is critical at the quarterback position.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Shakes off the defender. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. The kickoff team is out there, and their number one job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
On the play.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. First down here for the offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.